7. Strong race from him. Testing his fitness early on in the year. Here's heat number 2 of the boys' 3,200-meter run varsity. Coming to you live from the New Balance Track and Field Center at the Armory in New York City at the 46th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Games, right here on runnerspace.com. Early on, Brooklyn Tech, your leader, there in the blue. Brooklyn Tech, your leader. Aviation tucked in there in second. And his fellow teammate, our leader's fellow teammate, Brooklyn Tech, there in third, tucked in lane number 1. Through the first 400. Our leader with a split of 78.78 seconds. Just over a 5-minute pace. Per each mile. That's Randolfo Pena of Midwood, wearing hit number 1 in the dark blue top. He's currently in second, working his way up from the back pack to our leaders. Sitting on the shoulder of Brooklyn Tech's Oshima, currently our leader. As the field begins to settle in here in this second heat of the boys' 3,200-meter run. Surely beginning to settle in with their paces. Coaches calling out splits and settling in. And the game within the game comes. The middle portions of this race. Try and hit those marks. And eventually, when do you turn it on? As that is some foreshadow. I'm sure we'll see some later on in this race. Still your leader, Brooklyn Tech's Oshima Pena of Midwood, there in second place. He's in the black top. So far, a pretty evenly matched leading pack. Randolfo Pena of Midwood, he's now your current leader. That front pack began to catch up with some of our competitors further back in the race, and some traffic ensued, and now we have a lead change. Pena halfway through his race comes to at 1 mile, rather 1,600 meters, at 5:27:05. And he begins to open up his lead of about 10 meters or so from second place. As you see, Pena still looking strong, just under a mile now. Oshima, Brooklyn Tech, not in your screen, and his teammate Canales of Brooklyn Tech there in second and third, just now hitting the back straight, as Pena now opens up about a 25-meter lead as he's cruising here in heat number 2 of the boys 3,200-meter run varsity at the 46th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Games on runnerspace.com.
Freshman boys and William Bryan, freshman boys, report. We need Campus Connecticut, varsity boys, 4x2. Franklin K. Lane, Clara Parkin, 4x2. Report.
Five laps to go for our leader.
Clara Parkin, Franklin K. Lane, varsity boys, report. 4x2 final.
That's Lambert Huang of Bronx High School of Science. He was in the yellow, just coming across your screen. We rejoin our leader, Randolfo Pena of Midwood. Still in the lead and has been for some time. Early on in this race, was working with the leading pack, settling in, and then you formulate your game plan and you know your splits, and was able to make his move and has now begun to really open him up his lead. As we come on to some of the final laps here in heat number 2 of the boys 3,200-meter run varsity.
Final call, Brian Boyd. Brian Boyd, second, 4x2. Freshman.
Pena with 400 meters to go. Midwood's Randolfo Pena comes up on the bell lap. He likely will not get the qualifying standard time for these games, but still a fine race from this young man. First quarter of the race, had to work with the leading pack as now he really hits stride down the back straight. As he finally hits that last turn. But your winner in heat number 2 of the boys 3200, Randolfo Pena of Midwood.
Over 8 seconds. Over 8 seconds.
And there you see on your screen now the results from heat number 2. Randolfo Pena of Midwood, 10:50.54. Townsend Harris able to cross 11:16.24. And Brooklyn Tech rounds out your top 3 as our final competitors cross the line here in the last heat of the boys 3200 at the 46th annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Games from the New Balance track.